Welcome back. We were talking about leaven and leaven being representative of sin in our lives. And I want to read Exodus 12, verse 19. 7 days there shall be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eats what is leavened, that person shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he is an alien or a native of the land. So, Rabbi, so we're removing the leaven. What is next in our lives?
Remove it. I love the Thesaurus because one word means something to me and another word says, wow, it opens up thoughts and ideas I never thought of. So I looked up the word remove in the Thesaurus, and one word it gave me was evacuate. What does that mean, Sam?
Well, when you evacuate a place, that means that you're running for your life. There's something detrimental that's going to happen if you do not fly or run out of there.
Something detrimental if you don't remove yourself.
There you go.
If you don't remove the leaven, the spiritual leaven, the sin from your life, something detrimental is going to happen to you because sin separates us from God.
Amen.
And so it will be detrimental. You have got to take advantage of this time and evacuate the sin, the leaven from your life. This year, I want to encourage you to do that. There will be a price to pay if you do not do that. Move or take it away.
Oh, that's pretty straightforward, you know.
That's right. Tell them I found a new house for you. Here,
Yes.
Here's your new address. Pack your bags and hit the road. You don't live here anymore. Goodbye. I'll never see you again. That's what we've got to do when we identify the sin, when we find that leaven in our life. Relocate. What does it mean to relocate?
Well, it means that the place where you're at, you're not. It's not conducive to you. So you have to find a place where whether it's peace or whether it's better that you don't fall into that sin once more. So you change people, places, and things.
Yeah, we got to relocate, change the stuff. I think relocate, it's a one-way ticket.
Yes.
This is not, usually we get the round trip.
Yeah.
But this is a time with sin, with leaven, you don't give it a round trip ticket. It's not go away for a while, but when Passover is over in 8 days, you can come back and move back in. It's okay. God will say, no, this only physical leaven goes for 8 days. But spiritual leaven sin, it's a one-way ticket.
Yes.
It's never welcome back in your house. Evict.
Now that's an interesting word.
All right.
Because evict is a legal term.
All right.
And it means that you have not met your part of the contract.
Okay.
So now you will have to pay the consequence. So now evict means a forced exit.
I did crisis intervention for the homeless in Binghamton, New York before I moved to Tampa. And quite often the guys would get a little note there.
Yes.
You're being evicted. You didn't cooperate and do your end of the bargain. And so first we just have to take you to the court.
That's right.
So the judge will let you know that this is legal and binding.
Yes.
And the judge will tell you face to face, this is it. Goodbye. You're being evicted. You have to leave, like it or not. And tomorrow you get like 24-hour notice or something like that, and says in 24 hours and 1 minute, if you're not out of that house, Mr. Sheriff's showing up.
Yes.
He's got handcuffs. He's got a pistol. He'll use whatever means necessary to remove you. And then he puts a padlock on that door, changes the lock or puts a padlock on there because he is making sure you never come back. That's what we have to do with sin. We can't just say, go away, don't come back, because they just crawl back the next day. And they keep coming back, and you have to say, no, I'm not allowing you back, and I'll take whatever means necessary to prevent you from ever doing it. The last thing I didn't find in a Thesaurus, but I thought of it last night, I thought of, we got to be a bouncer, Sam.
Yeah. Yep.
And what's a bouncer do?
Well, a bouncer does it when you are asked to leave a place. He will force you to leave. Whatever means necessary.
That's right. Sometimes they don't have to call the sheriff. Businesses hire their own bouncer. And they're not guys like me. They're a little bigger than me. They're a little stronger than me. And they tell you, listen, you don't want to mess with me. And if you don't start walking real fast right now, I'll help you get out the door faster than your feet could have carried you. And so I suggest you run for your life now while you got a chance. Because if not, I'm getting you out here and you'll never want to come back. This is what we've got to do with sin. Leaven, not the physical stuff, the spiritual sin inside our lives. We have got to evacuate that stuff. We got to relocate it, one-way ticket, evict it. We got to serve as a bouncer and physically remove it and make a statement so it'll never think twice about coming back in our life. That's the lesson with sin that God's given us.